Hello folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn to Code by Saurav. Today in this video we are going to create a REST endpoint to delete the user from the database. We will delete single user from the database. And in the previous video we had created a REST endpoint to update the single user into the DB. And people who are new to the channel, I recommend to watch the previous videos in the series. Link is in the description below. Now let's start with the video. Let's start with creating a method in service class. So in the user service class, create one method public. Return type, we will return just a message like deleted. So we will return string type message. String delete user is the method name. We will take one parameter of long type. Value will be user ID. So we will first check if user exists or not. If user does not exist, then we will throw a runtime exception. So you can just copy paste this line from the update user logic. As user ID here. Now if user exists, then we will delete this user. So let's write the delete statement. User repository dot delete. Search for delete. It will take user as entity. So we'll pass saved user variable here. This is it. So it will delete the user, and once it is deleted, we will return a message deleted. So this is very straightforward logic. So this method will get invoked from the controller class. First, it will check user exists or not with this user ID. If user does not exist, it will throw runtime exception, or else it will store the user into the saved user variable. Then we will pass this variable to delete method. This is a GPA method, so it will delete this user from the database, and in the next line we will return this message as deleted. So this is it in the service class. Let's start writing method in controller class. Open controller class. Let's go to user controller, create another endpoint, public response entity of type string, because we are going to return the message as deleted of type string. That's why it is a string here. Method name will be delete user, and we'll take one user ID from the request. We'll pass that user ID from the Postman. That user ID will be part of path URL. So let's write annotation for path URL. We have one annotation called path variable. Path variable will take as long type user ID. So this path variable will extract the user ID from the URL. I will show you how it works later in this video. Let's map this method with delete mapping. Yeah. So we have all this annotation, put mapping, delete mapping. These all are part of Springboot. Now let's invoke service method, user service dot delete. We will pass this user ID, in this parameter user ID, and this is it. Let's write the variable message. The value we will get from the delete user method execution. Once this method executes successfully and user is deleted, then it will return the deleted message and we will store it in the message variable. And then we will return this message variable in the response entity. So return new response entity message in the HTTP status. Okay, so this is it. Let's write the mapping also. User ID. This variable and this variable should be same. So yeah, this is a very straightforward logic. When the request comes to /user ID, the request type delete mapping, this method will be executed and this path variable will extract the user ID from the URL and store it in user ID variable, and then user will be deleted if user exists with this user ID. Once the user deleted successfully, this we will return the deleted message in the message variable and pass it in a response. This is it. Now let's start the server and test it from the Postman. Server has been started on port number 8080. Now let's go to Postman. Let's open another tab. Since our application is running on localhost, let's write localhost port number 8080. So we have to send the request to user API. Here, so that request can land here. /user and the ID. Let's write something like let's write the random ID 10, and the request type should be delete mapping delete. So let's check our application has been started or not. Application is start running properly. So we had passed random number, random user ID. So if user exists with this user ID, it should be deleted from the database or else throw exception. Let's hit the send button. 500 internal server error. Let's see what happened. User not found. Runtime exception occurred. That means our code is working fine. We have no user with this user ID 10. So let's check how many users we have and what all users we have. Let's try to get all users. So I think this is the get user request, which will return all the existing users from the database. Let's hit the send button. So we have 5 users totally. User 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. That's why we were getting error with the ID 10, because we have only 5 users and all have ID from 1 to 5 sequentially. So let's delete user 5. So we will pass user ID 5. It should be deleted and we should be getting deleted as a message in the response body here. Yeah, the user has been deleted. As you can see, deleted message we got with the status 200. Okay. So now let's try to get all the users from the database. Now we should be getting only 4 users. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, the user has been deleted, the fifth user. So our code is working fine. So this is it, guys. In this video, we have created a REST endpoint to delete the user from the database. And in the next video, I will show you how to handle the exceptions properly. So this is it for now. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.